Okay, so here we go. It's great to be back, everyone. Now, I know you're used to seeing me with the purple backdrop, the purple curtain. The robe is still purple, don't worry. It's clean, too. And I'll give you a little sneak peek into secret houses real quick. Try to squeeze as much as I possibly can into 15 minutes for y'all. Yeah, so this is a secret houses leak, if you will. It's been brought to my attention that some more information on Scorpio woman and Pisces man, especially when it comes to daydreaming, should deserve some highlights right now. So I'm gonna put a little bit of information out there. So I got some notes with me so I could be as efficient as I can within 15 minutes for y'all. And that's about 20 seconds off a sip, right? All right, so look. I was going to go into about dreams and stuff like that, because a lot of this has to deal with dreams. However, daydream was the main topic, so I'm going to get to the daydream. But I just want to briefly show you how deep it is when these two conjoin or have something going on with each other, some chemistry. Because I recently had a dream about a Scorpio woman, and inside of the dream, they were present with me inside of a place. It was actually two places. One dream went into the other, and this piece of paper that I just grabbed. I got a few pieces of paper lying around. That's how I operate sometimes. And I just, I needed to write some notes on something, right? So I grabbed this piece of paper and began writing notes on it. And I turned it around, and this is actually a document from the establishment that I was inside of. That this Scorpio woman was in my dream for. You understand what I'm talking about? So that's exactly the type of phenomenon that I'm talking about when I talk about these two. But again, that was from a real actual dream, that part of it actualized in the waking state, right? So, but I'm gonna focus more on the waking state for this request about, from a Scorpio woman, I believe, as well. About, why does she keep daydreaming about this Pisces man? What is it about the daydreams? Now, I said, and, I stick to this, I can't really speak about, what the Scorpio woman daydreams about with Pisces man. Now, I know I got deep intuition. Like, I can pretty much gather, like, what a Scorpio woman daydreams about, right? Not to sound cocky or anything, it's just real. But, I don't have the concrete proof, so I'm not going to do that either. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break down the fundamentals of why these two daydream, just period, and why they daydream about each other. Of course, they're both water signs, right? So the reason why water has a big deal with why these two daydream is because, just like dreaming, daydreaming deals with the subconscious mind. And the body is filled with 70% water, maybe more. The earth is filled with 70% water, maybe more. So right there you can make the comparison, or the analogy of how the celestial bodies add up with the anatomy, the human anatomy, right? So not only that, the moon is associated with the subconscious mind. It actually rules the subconscious mind. All right? Or should I say, a prominent figure to the subconscious mind, right? I can't really say it rules it, because Neptune is the ruler of Pisces and the ruler of the 12th house, and the 12th house is ruler of the subconscious mind as well. So, and probably Neptune on a deeper level than some can understand. But for the most part, for human activity on this earth, on this physical plane, the earth pulls at everyone's water inside of their body. This is why we dream. This is why we even go to sleep, period. It's because whether you know it or not, the moon pulls at everyone's body to say, okay, lullaby time, right? You get those little hums or whatever comes over you. All of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm sleepy. And then next thing you know, you're out, right? And then you're lucid dreaming, and then so on and so forth. Now, so that's the reason why, right? Water signs, 70% of the body is made up of water. The moon pulls at water-filled bodies, and it takes us to places where it's not so tangible, right? Now, Pisces is right at home in this type of state, in this type of mind frame. It's just, You know, Pisces could probably, or probably does, to be real with you, stay in this type of element longer than a Scorpio woman does. Scorpio woman is more tangible, it's more hands-on, it's more alert, even, because they're so determined. That determination is there, that intensity is there with them on an everyday basis. And if you think I'm kidding, just think about, well, not you Scorpio, but when the moon enters Scorpio, be aware of that and just check out your 2 to 3 day journey when the moon is inside of Scorpio. You tell me how your time was during that time. It's about to leave right now, as a matter of fact. But I say that to say this: a Scorpio woman is ruler of the underworld, right? And then you got Pisces man, ruler of the other world. So, is this number 2? No. All right. I was going to jump right into it. All right. Let me get to number 2 first. All right. So Pisces daydreams on her for known treasures, while Scorpio woman wants his unknown treasures. I'm glad I wrote the notes too, because I need to talk about daydreaming. Daydreaming is the main topic here. So what I mean by this, and I know this may sound like some pimp stuff, right? But I'm serious. It is what it is. Pisces is an observer of the Scorpio woman and sees how she moves about through the underworld and really can control it with an iron glove. And he likes that. Not only does he like it, he likes it when she picks up on it and identifies that he knows what she's into or what she's around, and still supports her, encourages her, and believes that, you know, she's strong. You know what I'm saying? Not like, no, like she needs to be protected. However, she can sense that he can protect her in some type of way, even if she never even met this man. You understand what I'm talking about? Deep stuff. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. Now, again, the reason why I say he wants her known treasures is because he observes this and says, okay, I see how this water sign moves on Earth and the power that she wields, not only over other people, but that she controls herself, that she harnesses herself. Right? Now, Pisces, on the other hand, is ruler of the other world, not really here as much as and determined and as focused as the Scorpio woman is. He's off in his thoughts. He's daydreaming more than her. Right? So when you're in the state or the element of being pulled by the water or being deep in your thoughts and stuff like that, there's this type of connection. I guess you can call it hive mind. I don't want to call it hive mind because a lot of people don't speak about that much, and some who do hear about it or try to speak about it call it something evil and demonic and stuff like that. And, you know, whatever floats your boat. I'm not even knocking whatever people's beliefs are. But that's what it's like. That's kind of what it's like. It's like you absorb the thoughts of another person, and you seem to connect with each other to where you hook on to each other. So you could just be out of nowhere. You could be totally focused on doing your job or doing your work, and next thing you know, you're thinking about this Pisces man, and vice versa. Like I told you, I can't really pinpoint what the Scorpio woman thinks, but I know in my travels, I can be doing something and be in a state of flow, and then just boom, she pops up in my mind and I start thinking about her. You know what I mean? And a lot of times with me, a lot of times I'm gathering with Pisces men, it's just that you've seen something that dropped a hint or a clue that's related to something that you've already been thinking about, that this Scorpio woman is attached to, which is more than a lot of times comes from dreams. And then it's like the hive mind, the synchronicity kicks in, and that's what makes him daydream about her. You know what I mean? And also Pisces man, Pisces energy, period. I'm not going to say the Pisces man because I don't want to pin Pisces as being criminals and stuff like that. But, you know, Pisces fuels the underworld. Piscean energy fuels the underworld if you really think about it, because Pisces 12th house is the ruler of drugs as well. So in order for the underworld to move, the drugs need to be there. People need to have a good time. People need to dig up the earth's treasures, right? Adorn each other with ornaments and, you know, the delicatessens and the finest things of life. And Scorpio is right at home with that. That's their domain. You know what I mean? But it's that elusive Pisces guy who's not always there. And if he is there, if he does show up in a club or something like that, he's like sitting over there. He might even be VIP or something, but he'll have a different bottle than what everyone's drinking, or, you know, he'll just be low. You know what I'm saying? He won't be all noisy and loud. And this is what intrigues the Scorpio woman, because she's so used to loud. She's so used to flamboyant. She's so used to everyone trying to get at her and this, that, and the third. And Pisces, don't get me wrong, Pisces are like her. You know what I mean? Pisces are like Scorpio woman. However, he has the capability of resisting her. And I don't mean by not paying her any attention. Yes, he's going to pay her some type of attention. But he has the ability to resist her and not be so thirsty as other people are. Some guys are just like, they just want to lick Scorpio woman's butt right on the spot. And, they're pretty vulgar about it. And, they'll voice themselves and everything, like they just can't help themselves. That's the type of magnetic allure that she has. It's the water sign stuff. It's that pull. It's that magnetic pull from the water, right? So really, the difference between what I'm explaining right now is the 8th and the 12th house. Both of these houses are about sex. So this is why you're also daydreaming about this Pisces man in a sexual manner, because both of your houses rule over sex. Now, Scorpio rules over house, 8th house of sex, concrete sex, period. Ruled by the libido. Now, Pisces rules over bed pleasures, and that can range from anywhere from sex to massages to sleep. Like, you can be sleep, and that's a pleasure for Pisces. Like, he can get off like that. You understand what I'm saying? So, slight differences, but it could be, these bed pleasures can be kinky too. Don't get me wrong, right? So again, with these types of, and Pisces rules the feet. So, Scorpio is, again, turned on by the elusiveness of the Pisces, because although Pisces rules the feet, the Pisces may not chase after the Scorpio woman. But Scorpio woman is known to, if she wants something, if she desires something, she's known to go after it and get it. So she has no problem with this again. You understand what I'm saying? So this is another thing that kicks the daydreaming into high gear, because it's like she's plotting on how do you get close to this Pisces man? Or what is it even about? Why do I want to get close to him? What do I want to know about him? What does he know that I don't know? Right? Because when Pisces is looking, I'm going to tell you from experience, when Pisces is looking at Scorpio woman, again, he knows the things that she's into, what she's going through and stuff like that. It's known. And the 8th house is about secrets. Both houses are about secrets as well. Right? So 8th and 12th houses are about secrets. So they can share secrets inside of the 8th house by correspondence. And let me tell you this type of mental elevation is heightened when it comes to the internet. So it's just as simple as, if you scroll and you see this Pisces man, your mind kicks into high gear. You could daydream extra. Vice versa, same thing. You know what I mean? So again, when Pisces is looking at her, it's like these things that are known, they may share secrets on things that are known, even though only them two may know it, or maybe a select few may know it. But Pisces has this sea of thoughts, right, of potential possibilities that has hidden treasures. 12th house is about hidden treasures. So again, Scorpio likes power. So she wants to know about those hidden treasures. You understand what I'm talking about? And Pisces can be, again, elusive when it comes to his own hidden treasures, because he first has to discover them. And once he discovers them, he likes to keep things under wraps. He likes to keep information confidential. He doesn't like telling everybody his business. And I'm not talking about the front talk, because yes, a Pisces can run their mouth. But I'm not talking about the smoke and mirrors talk. I'm talking about the other talk. And Scorpio woman can just feel it, that he knows about it, and someday or somehow he's going to align it and make it happen, if it's not already happening already. Pisces can have things moving behind the scenes. That's his thing. Pisces man moves behind the scenes. 12th house is about behind the scenes, confidential information, right? So when a Scorpio sees the Pisces man like that, she's turned on by it. Again, I know I said that before, but I have to stress this, because there can be the opposite, where the Pisces man puts himself out there and he's like running around and doing things crazy. And from what I've seen and from what I experienced, that's a lot of the times when the Pisces is not in their element. They're not playing their playbook. They're not being behind the scenes. They're too much out there. They need to get back to being elusive, because everybody enjoys when a Pisces is around and absorbed into the underworld, until that Pisces gets drained, and then they can't, then they have to escape. And they're like, oh, where'd you go? You don't come around no more. Different video. Yeah. That covers all of the notes. He's mysterious to her because of the differences of the worlds, the other world and the underworld. You daydream about sex because your houses rule over sex. Your houses rule over secrets. So get together somehow, shoot him a text. Tell them a secret. I'm out.